closer in time.
Zurich, 1910-ish. While Sigmund Freud is reducing the entire human complex to childhood and sexual desire, Carl Jung is staring at myths and dreams and seeing patterns. He calls them archetypes: the hero, the mother, the trickster, recurring characters that show up in Greek tragedy, folk tales, and your latest binge-worthy fantasy series. Beneath our personal memories, Jung imagines a deeper layer, the collective unconscious, a shared psychic basement stocked with these symbolic blueprints. In 1921, he publishes Psychological Types, sketching out introversion and extroversion and 4 basic functions: thinking, feeling, sensation, intuition. It is brilliant, dense, and completely unsuited for HR onboarding. Fortunately for corporate America, one American mother-daughter duo will eventually read Jung, squint, and think, this needs fewer Greek gods and more checkboxes. Enter Catherine Cook Briggs, early 20th century American writer and avid people watcher. She meets her future son-in-law, Clarence Myers, and notices how strikingly different he seems from the rhythms of her own family. That curiosity leads her into Jung's Psychological Types, where she starts mapping her relatives onto Jung's abstract typology. Her daughter, Isabel Briggs Myers, takes it further. During World War II, with factories scrambling to place workers, she wonders, could Jung's ideas help match people to jobs they might actually enjoy? At a literal kitchen table, she drafts and revises items, eventually winnowing them down to a few hundred, then 172 questions to create Form A, copyrighted in 1943, an early version of what would later be known as the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. Carl Jung built the theory, Briggs and Myers wrote the user manual. The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator has become one of the most popular personality assessments in the world. You answer questions like, do you prefer to plan ahead? And the scoring key hands you a 4-letter code, ENTJ, ENTP, and so on. Under the hood are 4 dichotomies: extroversion versus introversion, sensing versus intuition, thinking versus feeling, and judging versus perceiving. 16 tidy personality types born from Jung's functions but simplified into an office-friendly alphabet. Psychologists will later grumble that the data look more continuous than categorical, and that MBTI behaves more like a horoscope with better fonts. Widely used, lightly predictive, scientifically shaky. Meanwhile, it conquers HR, leadership retreats, and dating profiles. As an aside, the first modern personality inventory wasn't for team building at all. Woodworth's personal data sheet in World War I, a blunt yes-no checklist to screen soldiers for susceptibility to shell shock. Long before personality quizzes sorted interns into 4 letters, Imperial China sorted entire careers with essays and ink. By the Sui dynasty around 605 AD, the state is running written examinations on the Confucian classics to select officials. The Keju, the imperial examination system, takes recognizable shape in the Sui, matures under the Tang dynasty, and fully institutionalizes over the centuries that follow, with reforms, rebellions, and a lot of calligraphy, all the way until 1905, in fact. Candidates cram for years to write stylized essays on morality and statecraft. Pass, and you might help run the empire. Fail, and you and your exquisite handwriting can take it on home. And here's the wild archival flex. The oldest known surviving completed palace exam paper we can point to is from 1598, and it belongs to a one Zhao Bingzhong, awarded the title Zhuangyuán, meaning first place among top ranked. But the top title, Zhuangyuan, carries another kind of legend. In the typing era, one name crashes through the usual walls of gender and tradition. Fu Shanxiang. She's often described as the first and only woman to become a zhuàngyuán. This occurred under the Typing Heavenly Kingdom's examination system in 1853. Whatever one thinks of the typing state, the symbolic shock is undeniable. The highest honor in an exam culture historically dominated by men is claimed by a woman, not by exception, but by rank. So even in a system designed to standardize talent, history occasionally drops a figure who just doesn't pass the test. She rewrites the meaning of who gets to take it. We are closer in time to Isabel Myers and Catherine Briggs' publication of Form A than we are to Carl Jung's original German publication of Psychological Types. by about 22 years. Although Jung's original publication is closer in time to Fu Shanxiang's being awarded Keju top dog than we are to Myers-Briggs' original Form A by about 15 years. And we are closer in time to Fu Shanxiang's being awarded Keju top dog than her remarkable achievement is to Zhao Bingzhong's Keju top dog award by about 82 years. Long before the Sui standardized written exams under the Keju machine, earlier dynasties were already experimenting with methods to identify talent and moral fitness for office. Emperor Wen of Han is commonly linked to some of the earliest forms of recruitment and testing around 165 BC. Not the fully standardized exam cells and essays, but the seed of a state trying to measure virtue, learning, and administrative promise. So the imperial exam wasn't a single invention so much as a long bureaucratic evolution. Early experiments in judgment, then formal systems, then high-stakes national sorting. From Keju to MBTI, it's the same old human impulse. If we can just get the right people into the right boxes, maybe the system will finally behave. We are closer in time to Zhao Bingzhong's Keju Top Dog Award than his award is to early Han Dynasty examinations under Emperor Wen by about 1,330 years.